Two products sit side by side on a shelf. Same price, same quality. A customer walks by, ignores one entirely, and grabs the other. We tend to think of buying as a logical equation. We assume people carefully weigh technical specifications, compare prices, and pick the best value. If that were true, companies wouldn't lose billions of dollars launching products that wind up completely ignored on clearance racks. A product's success depends on the psychological machinery operating inside a customer's head, long before they ever reach for their wallet. Every purchase is the result of four forces colliding, moving from broad societal norms on the outside, all the way down to individual brain chemistry at the center. The outermost layer is cultural. Regional values and ingrained traditions dictate consumer habits on a massive scale. An advertising campaign built around Thanksgiving works in the United States because it taps into a shared heritage, but that same messaging would be irrelevant in almost any other part of the world. One step inward is the social layer. People rely on the preferences of their families, their friend groups, and their desired status. A consumer will often adopt the brand their peer group trusts without ever questioning the choice. Then we hit the personal layer. A 20-year-old and a 50-year-old rarely want the same thing from the same product. Life stage, lifestyle, and income filter what feels relevant. Finally, at the center is the psychological layer. This is the processor where motivation, perception, and belief drive the final decision. When Nike markets a sneaker, they rarely lead with the tread pattern or the sole material. They lead with how the customer wants to see themselves, tapping into a psychological need to feel capable and athletic. Businesses that build their strategies purely on demographic spreadsheets miss the actual psychological forces that make a person say yes. Every buyer moves through 5 distinct stages, from recognizing a problem to post-purchase behavior. Most companies obsess over stage 4, closing the sale. But stage 5, the post-purchase experience, determines whether a customer comes back or tells their friends to stay away. Ignoring this timeline leads to expensive mistakes, even for brands with massive research budgets. In 1985, Coca-Cola launched a new formula based on winning blind taste tests. Their data was technically correct, but they missed the deep emotional attachment customers had to the original drink. The backlash was so immediate and fierce that the company had to reverse course within months to keep the brand alive. Modern success stories come from removing this kind of friction. Apple didn't design the iPhone by asking what features they could add. They looked at what frustrated people about existing phones and designed around human intuition. Today, digital data allows companies to track these motivations in real time. By analyzing scroll times and search history, platforms like Netflix can predict what a user wants before they even realize they're looking for it. By aligning data with human emotion, these insights act as a safeguard. They allow a business to see not just what a customer might like, but what might cause them to walk away entirely. You don't need a data science team or $1 billion budget to use these principles. A local coffee shop that remembers a regular's order is tapping into a documented psychological driver. People are loyal to brands that make them feel recognized, not just served. Using these patterns to trick people into buying things they don't need usually backfires. Once a customer feels manipulated, the trust required for a repeat purchase disappears. The goal is to design products and experiences that provide a direct answer to a real human need. Studying these patterns provides a structured way to see the world through the customer's eyes. When a business aligns its strategy with those human habits, the product works because it was designed for the reality of the person using it.